The autumn season's here, and I'm excited to bring you one of my favorite flavors, pumpkin spice cupcakes. And of course, they're gluten-free, and this time they're vegan as well. So let's get started. To begin, we're going to have 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of white sugar in our bowl, and to this, we're going to be adding in our coconut oil. And you might be thinking, that's weird looking coconut oil. And that's because Nutiva has come out with a natural, still vegan, butter-flavored coconut oil, which is amazing for baking because, I mean, butter normally goes in baking, so this time it's just with coconut oil. So we're going to be whipping this together until you have a nice cream mixture. Now, to this, we're going to be adding our egg, but it's vegan, so what are we using? That's the great thing about when you're cooking up something that's going to be pumpkin-inspired and it's vegan, you can use pumpkin as your egg replacer. So, 1 cup of pumpkin puree is going to be replacing the 4 eggs you would maybe be using, so we're going to be putting 1 cup of puree and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And we're just going to whip this together. Alright, so we're going to set that aside and start working on our dry ingredients. And we all know my favorite type of gluten-free flour is Bob's Red Mill, but if you have your own you like, just find a gluten-free blend. So we're going to be putting 2 cups in a separate bowl, and to this we're going to be adding 1 cup of a fine ground almond meal or almond flour. We're also going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, and also 1.5 teaspoons of xanthan gum. And a pumpkin spice cupcake wouldn't be the same without spice, right? So what we're going to be putting in is 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of clove, and the spice I like is a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne. You might be thinking, I don't like spicy food. It just adds that subtle hint, brings out the flavors, so it's a must. Put it in there. So we have our spices, our dry ingredients all put together. Now we're going to be putting it into our cream mixture, alternating it with our dairy-free milk. My milk of choice for this recipe is a new milk that I discovered. It is macadamia milk. Macadamia milk. I love it. If you don't have it, you can find coconut or almond. Those will all work, but if you haven't tried this, it's delicious. So we're going to be doing it in separate portions. We've got our batter ready, and we have our 2 jumbo-sized muffin tins that we've greased. And don't forget to preheat your oven to 350 ahead of time. So now we're just going to divide our batter between our muffin tins. So we have our cupcakes all baked up, and now it's time to make that spice creamed topping that tops it all off, really. So let's get started. In our bowl, we have 1.5 cups of palm shortening, and we're going to be putting to that 3 cups of powdered sugar, and we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then we have our spice blend, which I'm using a pumpkin spice, 2 teaspoons of that. If you don't have that, you can always just use some cinnamon, which is a pinch of nutmeg, and we also are going to be adding in a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. So let's do this. See, we have a little bit of a thick cream here, so we're just going to be adding in a drizzle of macadamia nut milk. And there you have it, gluten-free, vegan, pumpkin spice cupcakes. And if you do this at home and you like...
Trade?
No. Don't forget to leave us a comment and click the subscribe. Until next time.